Hello and welcome to Networkers Champs AWS program. Okay, so it is a brief introductory overview of AWS, and my name is Saurabh Tiwari, and I am an AWS and cloud security expert. So here we are going to discuss the brief about AWS, what all things are there in AWS, what it offers. Okay, so let's go with that introduction. So AWS is a cloud computing platform that provides IT resources like servers, storage, databases, networking, and security on demand. Okay, that means it offers vast range of services. I've already told you, like compute power, storage solutions, networking, databases, and more. Okay, so instead of buying physical hardware, companies use AWS to run their applications in the cloud. Okay, obviously, why? It offers a pay as you go model. That means there is no need to buy or maintain physical servers, and you have to pay only for what you are using. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, that allowing you to pay only for what you use. Okay, which is ideal for the optimizing cost. Okay, it was initially launched in 2006 as the first public cloud platform. After that, there are lots of there. Okay, it started with only two of the services main, which is Amazon S3. S3 means simple storage service, S3 for storage, and EC2 means elastic cloud compute for compute power. Got it? Now it has got expanded into offering multiple over 200 200 fully featured services across various domains like AI, machine learning, IoT, and more. Okay. Scalability, what obviously what makes AWS so special? There's no doubt about scalability, global reach, reliability, and security. Okay. It captures the market percentage share as 32% and Microsoft 23. Microsoft Azure, which you must have heard of. Okay. Popular services provided by AWS are AC2 for scalable compute capacity. Okay. So obviously why companies use for is high scalability. That means you can increase and decrease resources anytime. Very secure. Obviously company AWS companies invest billions of dollars into security. That's why it is very secure and available globally. Okay, even your doesn't matter where your clients are, your customers are, it must your latency will be lower and data will be available globally to the customers. Okay, its core services, as I told you, EC2. Okay, so EC2 means you can create virtual servers in the cloud. You can choose OS, CPU, RAM, storage. Okay, you can customize it, and it is used to run application. If we talk about S3, S3 you can object store service. It provide object store service means what? Object means here we prefer object as file. Okay, the unlike file we used to name the things like anything stored data, a text format that is file, but here we call it object. Okay, so we call file as object here and store images, videos, backups, websites, etc. Okay, that's why it is highly durable. That is, your data can be stored for long time and scalable. Okay, and there are lots of databases, that is RDS, relational databases, and DynamoDB. Okay, that means it is managed databases which is managed by AWS. You don't need to do any kind of installation, backup, and patching. It is done by AWS. Okay, it supports MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, SQL Server, and all. Okay. Now, when we talk about the Lambda is obviously serverless computing. It is used for the backend developers to run their code. Okay, without server. Networking is also concept of networking where you can use your, let's assume your resources, you can create a virtual private cloud there. That means your own private cloud network. You will have your own cloud network that is called, which is private. That is called VPC, virtual private cloud. It includes subnets, route tables, gateways, etc. It is a secure environment for your servers. Okay. And there's security, which use IAM. IAM means identity and access management. Okay. So obviously, it provides some important AWS tools, that is CloudWatch. CloudWatch means you can monitor logs, metrics, and alarms. It helps track performance of resources. Okay, this is think of AWS. This is some important AWS tools and services. If we talk about the load balancer, where we use Elastic Load Balancer (ELB). Okay, so if we talk about load balancer, it distributed traffic across different or multiple server. So it distributes traffic across multiple server and it improves availability and performance obviously by distributing the traffic. Now, when we talk about auto scaling means automatically increases or decreases servers and saves and maintains performance. Save cost and maintains performance. Okay. It will save your cost and maintain performance very well. And CloudTrail. CloudTrail means what? CloudTrail, it is a service which tracks all user activity and useful for audits and troubleshooting. Got it? So here, this is kind of bucket. What is it? We create bucket for our AWS bucket, which will be unique. Bucket name will be unique. I'll I'll make you through in practical. Don't worry. There's a bucket. In bucket, there will be some upload of your file. That is called object. That file is called object. Okay. So what are its real use cases? Before that, you know that what before we jump into the practical, just know before what is use cases. Real world use cases is just to hosting your websites. Okay. You must have heard like this website is hosted in the AWS. That is thing. Running backend application, storing big data, building secure networks, automating deployments, disaster recovery, and backup solutions. Got it? This is the thing. And what you are going to learn? You are going to learn is how to create and manage EC2 instances in our program. What you're going to learn. So, okay. And how to create S3 buckets and make objects private. So I'll just make you practical here. Just do the practical here. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. And how to configure IAM users, roles, and policies for security. Obviously, IAM means X, identity and access management. How to set up RDS databases. Okay. How to create VPC, virtual private cloud subnets and security groups. How to deploy website using S3, EC2, ELB, that is Elastic Load Balancing, and Route 53. Okay, all these things are you're going to learn in our AWS program. Okay, so when you go at AWS, when you type AWS console, you will direct it to with this interface. Okay, so if you are already user, then you can sign in to an existing AWS account. If you're not, so just sign up for AWS. Okay, so I'm the already user, so I'll go here. Okay, after sign up, okay, after sign up, I'm here. So I'm going to show you how to create S3 bucket. This is There is an option you can see when you type here S3. I'll go with basic. Okay. When you click here, so you can see here is some thing. Okay. So here is an option you can see create bucket. What is this? This is create bucket. Okay. So uh, we'll click here. As I have already told you, in this bucket, your object will be there. Okay. The bucket name must be unique. Let's assume I name it my bucket in practical PRCTL. Okay. And number must be also there. You can see, you know, it's number 1, 2, 3. Okay. So after enabling it, like, sorry, after naming it, here you can see the option of object ownership. So just we'll leave it as it is. It is by default disabled. You can make it enable 2. It is ACL, access control list. Okay. And here you can see it is enabled. By default, block all public access is enabled. That means public access for your bucket will be disabled. Okay, that means no one able to access your by default AWS provides this, and you can also click here, but we'll do it later. Okay. So this is here bucket versioning. Versioning means what? Versioning means there will be multiple variant of an object in the same bucket. Let's assume you have file uploaded with 5 employee. Okay. There are 5 employee information in your file. That is employee file .txt. There is one employee in the company added. So you want to add that information in that file. So what you will use? You are going to use, obviously you will enter the data and one employee is added. Okay, so you will update here. So that updation will done here with the current versioning, and previous versioning, that is previous data, will also be preserved in your bucket. Okay, this is the versioning, preserve, preservation of your previous data too. Okay, now just hit enter. It is create bucket. Okay, you can see successfully created bucket. Okay, you can see this is my bucket name. Path is S3 and bucket, and then this is when I click here, you can see the bucket. Now, second practical is we want to upload object and we will make it public too. Okay, so just click on object. You can click at upload here or here, wherever. Okay, so when I upload, you can see add file. You can add file from here. Okay, now I have uploaded file. Simple thing, just click on add and choose the file from your system. Okay. So now very easy. Now I don't have to do anything. Just click on upload. Okay. Now here will be successful message will be there. Upload succeeded. Got it. So now you are done with the, but this is the information about my employee. Okay. This is my employee file. This is my employee file. You can see the object here. You can see I'm in the object module. You can see the object. So I want this file. Let's assume I want to make it public, but now it is not public. Okay, because we haven't made block all public disabled. Okay, now I'll go here. I'll put the URL. Okay, remember this, the URL I have copied of that object here. When I click enter, it will say no, you are not accessible. Okay, why so? We are not accessible because we haven't made it. Once again, this is not public. We have block the all public access. Okay, we have to disable it. So we will disable it. Okay. Okay. So for that we have to go permission. You can see block public access is on. So you have to click on edit and just click on it and save changes. Now this URL of your bucket, that particular that object will be public. Okay. Now I confirm it. Yes, I'm confirming it. Okay, it will now. It is saying now we have successfully edited. Okay, this is successful message. So now you have to also, it will not allow, it will not allow even now. Why so? Let's check. Okay, because let us when I retry, it is still not available. Why so? Due to policy. There is no policy we have given, so we have to give the policy. Okay, so now here the bucket name must be there. So here, remember this bucket name must be unique across all the AWS account. Now here this I have also uploaded the policy. So now I will able to do that. So now let's copy again, open into the tab here. So now can you see that? Oh, this was the information in my employee F file. Okay, this is the name of my file. You can see the information about my employees. Okay, this is the object here, which is uploaded. Got it? So now you have to enable third particle, fourth particle could be enabling versioning. Okay, how to enable versioning? Versioning means now you can see when you just go here, can you see? Okay, versions. There is no version here. Okay, because we haven't enabled versioning. Okay, so just go back a property tab. You can see bucket versioning is here, but it is disabled. Can you see this? It is disabled. Not we're going to now what we are going to do, we are going to enable it. Now enable, now save changes. Okay. So whenever you just do any change, okay, when you go here, when you see, okay, when you just go here, there's no kind of any. When you update anything, so your versions will be updated here. Okay. So let me upload it with again. Okay, okay. So here you can see the name is Saurabh new. Okay, so let's assume I here write name Aman. Okay, so there will updation in my file, but file name will be same. So I'll go to again upload. Okay, so I'll choose again add file same name, but we cannot do that. Firstly, first we have to edit that on our system. Okay, so let me do that. Now I have updated this file. Okay, I have updated here as Aman versioning and all. Okay, Aman update. Okay, so here I'll upload it. Okay, with the same name. Okay, don't edit the name. Name must be same. Okay, so here just close it. So now when you click here, let's see here, just refresh it. Have a minute. Can let's refresh it to you can see when I click on object and see the versions, you can see the latest version is this. So when I go here now again, this is the latest version. So I copy it. Now I want to here, just here. Now this is my updated file. Okay, didn't save that. I think yeah. So, but it's still it's showing me version. I haven't the name of, so I forgot that. Yeah, I have forgot it. I have forgotten. Okay, don't worry. But you can see the catch is you can see just at 718 I just created again, updated again and just uploaded it again. So now its version ID is this. Okay. So this is thing you can do. Now you can enable lifecycle management. Lifecycle management means you want, let's assume there are some data, let's assume promotion data 223, 222, 221. Don't want that now data. So you want that to, and it is consuming your storage, and also you are you are giving the it is of high cost, obviously using of S3 storage may be high. Okay, so you want data to be preserved for some months but at low cost. So you can switch it to the IO, that is infrequent access. So and after some, let's assume after 90 days you want the data to be in a glacier where only backups of your data will be there. And you can also create the rule where after 4 or 5 days, sorry, 4 to 5 years, you want the data to be deleted, and that data will be deleted according to your rule. Okay, what you have. So just click on that rule, then apply here. Now you can make rule. Let's assume transition non-current versions of object between storage classes. You can click here and choose the class. Okay. Infrequent access, and glacier, deep archive. Okay, after 180 days. Okay. So this is the backup and archive. You can use this lifecycle management rule. Okay. So this is thing, and there are lots of practicals. This is not, but this is some of the practicals I wanted you to know, and I hope you're going to learn lots of there. Are going to be very, you're going to make very good relationship with the practical. Practical are very important in the AWS, and this is how we are going to go the way in our AWS course. So just this is just a overview and some practicals. So yeah, that's it from my side. Keep learning. Thank you.